Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing good and ready for your another English literature lesson. That is a poem and its name is More About People. I hope you will enjoy this poem. Please concentrate on what I explain you. Right. So this poem is written by Frederick Ogden Nash, born on August 1902, was an American poet well known for his light verse. He died on May 1971 at the age of 69, and he was declared the country's best known producer of numerous poetry. Children, so before starting with the explanation, I would like you to look at the following pictures here. Look at the picture here. What comes in your mind? Yes, you have guessed right, children. Here are different negative emotions such as anger, upset, irritated, and tired. All these negative emotions arise when someone annoys or irritates you. So in this poem, More About People, children, Ogden Nash, he went on out his anger on some people in the society whose behavior are quite annoying or irritating. This poem is written in a simple way and quite comprehensive. So children, please keep your pencils in your hand and write the meaning of the difficult words, right? So open page number 120. Now please start reading along with me. When people aren't asking question, it means they or here the poet Ogden Nash finds people annoying because of the habit of constantly telling you what to do and what not to do. Okay. When people aren't asking questions, they are making suggestion. Further, he says that if people are not asking question, it means they will ready to give you some suggestion about the work, what to do or what not to do. Okay. So it means they will suggest you something, so that these are the two main things which people do most often, that they ask questions or they make suggestions. And when they are not doing one of these, they are either looking over your shoulder or stepping on your toes. And if they are not busy doing either of these, then it means that they were just observing you. They are either looking over your shoulder, means they are watching your work, they are observing your work. Okay, you what you are doing or how you are doing that work. Or stepping on your toes means if the people are not asking questions, they are not giving suggestions, then what they will do, they will watch your work or interfere in your affairs. Yes, here the poet uses a humorous tone to talk about certain annoying habits of the people around him. Okay, now switching on to the next paragraph. And then, as if that weren't enough to annoy you, they employ you. Now here what the poet is saying, if they are not able to annoy you after asking questions or giving proposal or suggestion or interfering in your matter, they will employ you, means they will give you something to do. Right? Anybody at leisure. Leisure means, it means free time or spare time. Incurs everybody displeasure. Incurs mean give rise and displeasure means annoyance. So here the poet is saying that people who work seem to find it very irritating to come across a person without any work, or people who are just busy working continuously. They get irritated by people who are idle, or they are or from people who are not doing any work. Right? It seems to be very irking. Irking means annoying for the person to people at work to see other people not working. So here what does this line mean? It seems to be very irking means annoying. It seems to be very annoying for the person who is working. To people at work to see other people not working. To see the other person sitting idle or not working, right? So they tell you that work is wonderful medicine. Here poet is suggesting that those who have work cannot stand those who are not doing anything. So they employ the idle and tell them that work is wonderful and you should work. It is a medicine. It's a wonderful medicine and working is a very good habit, and they try to convince that person that working is wonderful, and he just give examples of let's read now. Just look at Firestone and Ford and Edison. Right. Now we just give examples of famous people like Ford, Firestone and Edison. Who are they, children? They are the famous inventors. And why they give the examples of these persons? To strengthen their case. Okay. So he is giving examples of them or lecture these people about following the footstep of these innovators. And they lecture you till they are out of breath or something. So they will keep on giving lecture to them until they are breathless. Right. It means here by hook or by crook, they will try to convince the person who are idle to do the work, and just telling them that work is wonderful medicine. Now children, the last paragraph. And then if you don't scum, they starve you to death or something. So scum here means to persuade, to convince you. So means they give a long lecture on working, and now read the next line. All of which result in a nasty quirk. A nasty quirk means a strange twist. Now here children, the poet says they give long lectures on working, and if this doesn't have a desired result, the people feel that they may even starve you till death. Means at any cost they try to convince you to accept what they want to tell you. So here the poet seems to suspect that if others do not listen to them about working tirelessly like these innovators, people who work may starve you to death. And all this creates a very nasty quirk, means a strange twist. And all this create a very strange behavior or a strange twist. That if you don't want to work, you have to work to earn enough money so that you won't have to work. So here students, according to the poet, is one of the ironies of life that you have to first work hard and earn enough money so that you never have to work again. Okay, so to conclude, this poem is a satire, and the poet also points out the general tendency of the people of this society who are just generally not happy to see people enjoying their leisures, and tries to interfere in their matter, and can only be happy when they have converted others to their way of thinking. So children, I hope this poem is clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.